Annie helped me. One of my masterminds got the invitation out. Helped me get set up for this party. Thank you so much, Annie, for all your help. Very easy to work with. Unlike some other people that I consulted with. Yeah. For example, I had some good ideas, and I called my friend Khaki Murphy. And I said to Khaki, hey, I'm going to get some cupcakes for this party. And she says, you are not getting cupcakes for Mary Beth. This needs to be a big fancy cake. It needs to be round. And if you have cupcakes, I will smash them. And some of us have been around, have seen her do that. Have we not? And I'll have Joe beat your ass. So.
Yes, we have.
Yes, we have. Maureen has seen that. I asked my friend Debbie and coworker, I think I need a sign for Mary Beth. She goes, no. You need this big cake that goes in the yard. Whatever. What is that going to cost me? So I have my consultants. I have the Paces next door, Mr. Brian Pace. I don't think he's here anymore, but he helped me create a fake invitation that he was having a Christmas party tonight. So I have to thank him. I got my setup crew here. The Stobbs came down to help. My friend Donna over here got to run around and lead the party around today with Debbie. And I want to thank some people that came a long way today. Best friend Debbie from Pittsburgh. She was here before me. I got Joy and my nephew, my brother, all the way in from Atlanta.
What about Amy?
We're getting in there. Kathleen Daniels gave up a hunting trip. Her husband's having a hunting
That was a tough
and
decision.
she found herself to come all the way here from Greenville. Thank you very much.
What about Denver?
Brendan and Kendall, all the way in from Atlanta. Kendall stayed the whole damn week, just to make a party out of it. So. Kevin and Mary, there was probably a huge toga party going on last week. They gave up that toga party to be here tonight with all of us. So I want to thank all of you for being here and making this a special night for Mary Beth. But just a few quick words. I'm sure the boys probably want to say something too. But we all.
Did the boys want to say anything?
Do you want to say anything? All right, well, since you're the oldest, I'll lead off since I am the oldest.
Wait, can we get a drink?
I'll lead off, kind of follow what my dad said. Happy birthday to my mom, number 50. I am, one thing I'd say that my mom has really done for all of us growing up is brought everyone together. Similar to like my dad got everyone together for this party, is whether it been a simple dinner, Sunday dinner, or putting together a birthday party, or putting together a ski trip, or whatever it was. She's always made a lot of sacrifices to bring all of us together. I'd say the biggest sacrifice she ever made to spend time with me was coaching my high school basketball team. Some of you may know it sounds ridiculous right now because A, by the time I got to high school I sucked at basketball, and B, I ended my basketball career while my mother was sitting on the bench starting a full-on 9-out man fist brawl, and my mom was right there to back me up. So that's the kind of woman she is. She'll sit on the bench with you, and then she'll also plan a Sunday dinner. So love you, Mom. Happy birthday.
I guess I'll go next. So a quick story to kind of, I feel like, sum up my mom in a good little glimpse. We have a great lady who's been cleaning my parents' house for a while, not my house, named Bibi. And a couple of months ago during the World Cup, I was talking to Bibi about the Mexican team. And she was talking about how they had the ability to win, and they had the ability to be this great team. They just hadn't realized it yet. And, they needed to realize it and get there. And then Bibi kind of compared it to her own situation and said, she always had the ability to be great and do great things with her life. She just hadn't realized it yet. My mom really helped her get there. She was kind of that influence she needed to get on and, make drastic improvements in her life and really improve her life overall. And really sat back and thought about it for a little bit. And I thought, she hasn't only done that for Bibi, she's done that for all of us. She's, just really good at helping somebody realize their full potential and get there, and do whatever it takes to get there. So, thanks, Mom. Happy birthday.
All right, well, I start off every speech by saying there's like an 80% chance I'm going to cry. If I start crying, I walk away. Most important thing about my mom that I've noticed is her just showing up. And she wants to be at everything, whether that's exactly high school, rec basketball games where a bunch of white kids don't know how to play basketball. I remember me and Kevin reffing a game together, and she's like, "Can I come watch?" Why would you want to? Yeah. Even elementary school, just her, bringing cupcakes, everything there was, just being around is really the most important thing. Never missed a track meet. Those are 2-minute races. She would travel as far as she needed to get there, and really just being around has been the best thing. Thank you.
Everyone's kind of touched on how awesome Mom is, which is pretty cool. But the moment I found out that I had a cool mom, but in high school, I think everyone always made fun of their mom and stuff, but I like hanging out with her. But in high school, someone let off a fake bomb in our high school or something, and there was a big reward for it, whoever found out. And I thought it'd be funny to post on my friend's wall, like, that was a sick bomb that you made. And he commented back or something. I don't know. These private investigators came to our house. No idea reason. And they're sitting there in the living room. So I was telling my mom that I did it. And we're like, we cleared up. We didn't do it. And so then, before they're about to leave, they're like, "Well, Miss Walsh, we do want to let you know that we went through your son's Facebook and we found this picture, and it's me holding a beer, which was photoshopped, by the way, completely photoshopped." And they think that they're gonna get me in trouble or something. My mom just looks at the guy and goes, "Wow, you kind of threw him under the bus right there." And then it was just the most. I loved the moment. I was like, "Yeah, screw y'all, get out of here." And I just realized that was the coolest thing, and I love you, Mama.
Thank you. Another thing, thanks for doing that. It was very nice. I'm going to give you one memory that kind of describes Mary Beth. And those of you who've been around her a long time, and I remember the kids were young and they were very, matter of fact, Kevin wasn't quite here. It was sometime, I believe, in July. I come home from work and we lived in Colbert Park. And when you pulled up to our house, we had this big cedar fence around our yard. And the reason we had this big cedar fence is we had no grass in that backyard. And when I pulled up to the driveway, every kid in the neighborhood's bike is there. And I hear this noise in the backyard, because the Walshes is just where you hung out. And you hung out there because all the kids felt really good being there. Because they knew the most important thing to Mary Beth was that everybody was having a good time. So I get my little briefcase and I open up the back gate, and there I see this view that it could have been a painting. There's every little kid there, Timmy and Jimmy from across the street, the Flannery boys. I'm telling you, Flannery boys were the two biggest pussies in the neighborhood. But Mary Beth was going to let them play. And there was a game of wiffle ball going on. They had bases down. Things were lined. The Holder girls, two of the toughest chicks that would only hang with the Walshes. These girls, and out in the field was one of the Holder girls, Brendan Walsh, the second loudest mouth in the neighborhood. And at the plate was Bradley Parrish, the first loudest mouth. The Alden boys were there. All the kids were there. At the mound was Mary Beth. She's got this belly like this on her. It is hot. And attached, and that was Kevin in there, attached to her leg is little Dylan. So about that time, Brendan was about 6. Behind the plate, Colin had dragged out my machine pitch catching gear. He has this stuff on. He can barely stand. And he's behind the plate. His mom is pitching him. The kids were lined up. Bradley Parrish whacks this ball. And there's a rule in the Walsh. Mary Beth said a rule. It was fair. If you hit it over the fence, it's an out. Well, Bradley Parrish hit the top of the fence, and that ball went over, and all hell broke loose. Brendan, being Brendan, is arguing with his mom. She's got dust all over her, but she looked more beautiful then than she did on her wedding day. And the battle went on, and Mary Beth goes, "Brendan, enough. Bradley hit the freaking top of the fence over. It's a home run." And all the kids are screaming. Colin's laying down because he's like dehydrated. Sweat. The Holder girls are helping him up. And I walk up to her and I go, "Yeah, that was a good call there." And same thing to this day. She still asks me this. She goes, "You hungry?" And what guy's not hungry on after work? And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm hungry. I think the boys want to eat." And that was her saying like, "Hi, I gotta go make some dinner. You're gonna have to finish this game for me." And I look down at Dylan, and he's like attached to his mom. I said, "You want to finish this with me?" And he just looks at me, and he's like, "No," because he knows. He knows when mom is out there, everything's balanced, everyone plays, and dad's gonna be about winning. He's not gonna worry about me. When a ball screams back and hits me in the face, he won't be there. So he waddles off with his mom, and I finish the game. That pretty much is Mary Beth Walsh. And that's why I love her. And now for a special, we have brought in a special entertainer from the Cincinnati, Kentucky area that has a very special birthday song. One, Mr. Danny Shields. Front and center.